So in this video lecture, I am going to discuss problem 4.2 on natural convection, and this problem is particularly discussing heat transfer rate from horizontal surface. So the problem statement goes like this: a circular plate type heater 300 mm in diameter is insulated at one surface and maintained at 200 degrees Celsius. It is exposed to the stagnant surrounding air, which is at 20 degrees Celsius. Calculate the heat transfer rate from the plate by natural convection when it is held horizontal with hot surface facing up. So let us start solving this problem by drawing the schematic of this problem first. So there is a circular plate type heater. In front view, it will look like a rectangular block, and in top view, it will look like a circular plate. Let's say its diameter is capital D. The heater is insulated on one surface and heated at another surface. Now the heater is placed in such a way that its top surface is heated and bottom surface is insulated. That is, only upper surface is emitting heat, whereas bottom surface is insulated. This heater is exposed to air, let's say at temperature T infinity, and surface temperature of this heater is, let's say, Ts. Obviously Ts is greater than T infinity. Now since it is free or natural convection problem, so no velocity of the fluid is given. We consider initial velocity of the fluid in free convection ideally is 0. Okay, so air will be represented only by its temperature T infinity. So this is the required schematic of this problem, having figure circulated plate heater with top surface up. After drawing the required schematic, let us enlist all the given parameters. So if you go through the problem, the very first parameter given to you is diameter of this circular plate heater is 300 mm. This will be 0.3 meter. Surface temperature of the heated surface of the plate heater is 200 degrees Celsius, and temperature of air is 20 degrees Celsius. As you can see, it is mentioned it is exposed to stagnant surrounding excuse me, surrounding air. Okay, so these are the parameters given to you. Now step number 3, let us make some assumptions to solve this problem. So we have standard set of assumptions. Number 1, we will be assuming one-dimensional steady state heat transfer. Assumption number 2. Constant properties of fluid, that is air. Hence, H value for air is constant. Assumption number 3. No heat transfer due to radiation. Assumption number 4. We are assuming the surrounding fluid as air. So we will consider air as an ideal gas. So what will be the advantage of this assumption? We can apply all the gas laws and properties of air like CP/R values as an ideal gas. And the last assumption we can make is homogeneous material of the plate. Then step number 4. Enlist what is to be found out. So if you go through the problem, it is asking you to calculate heat transfer rate, that is Q. Step number 5 is reference temperature. Now in case of free convection problems, generally reference temperature is taken as mean film temperature. Okay. So taking mean film temperature as reference temperature. And what is mean film temperature? It is nothing but Es plus T infinity by 2. Ts is mentioned as 200 and T infinity as 20. So mean film temperature will be 110 degrees Celsius. Then comes, after finding out the reference temperature, thermophysical properties. Thermophysical properties of what? Of surrounding fluid, that is air. So at reference temperature of 110 degrees Celsius, thermophysical properties of air. Okay. Now we have not been given the thermophysical properties of air in this problem, as you can see in the problem statement. So we are supposed to find out the thermophysical properties. So what I will do, I will refer heat transfer data book. So from heat transfer data book, by CP Kothandaraman, and the page number is 34. You can refer page number 34. Okay. So now I am sharing. So as you can see here, page number 34. Properties values of gases at 1 atmospheric pressure. Here one more thing I would like to remind you people. These thermophysical properties are to be calculated or found out only at 1 atmospheric pressure. In our case, the heater plate is exposed to the stagnant surrounding air, obviously atmosphere. So pressure to be considered is 1 atmospheric pressure. That is why I can refer this heat transfer data book. Now add from this table for air at 110 degrees Celsius, we can find out all thermophysical properties like rho, mu, nu, alpha, Prandtl number, Cp and K. So as you can see here, thermophysical properties are not given at 110 degrees Celsius. Rather, properties are given at 100 degrees Celsius and 120 degrees Celsius. And our temperature 110 degrees Celsius is lying in between these two temperature limits. So we have to interpolate for thermophysical properties. Okay. So I have to interpolate in order to calculate the thermophysical properties of air at 110 degrees Celsius. Now let us once again switch me to my OneNote screen. So by interpolation, now I have to make one formula on the calculator. That is any thermophysical property, unknown thermophysical property at 110 degrees Celsius can be calculated by this interpolation formula. So this is the required interpolation formula. Now in order to fit this formula into calculator, let's say I want to calculate property at 110 degrees Celsius. So I can simplify this as so this will be 110 minus 100, 10 divided by 20. Okay. So unknown property at, sorry, this is 100 degrees Celsius. This is the most critical and time consuming part. So I am telling you how to save time. So this will become 2. So this is the required interpolation formula to calculate any unknown thermophysical property at 110 degrees Celsius. So in calculator, how can you set it? Let's say this is B plus A minus B by 2. So this way you can write the formula on calculator. Okay. Where B is the property at 100 degrees Celsius, A is the property at 120 degrees Celsius. So you will be able to calculate different thermophysical properties. So using this formula and using the heat transfer data book, I calculate different thermophysical properties. So density as 0.922 kg per meter cube, mu as 22.36 into 10 to the power minus 6 Newton second per meter square. Nu, that is kinematic viscosity, is 24.29 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per second. Prandtl number value is 0.687. Thermal conductivity of air as a fluid is 0.0274 watt per meter Kelvin, and finally the Cp value is 1009 joule per kg per Kelvin. Okay. So all these thermophysical properties I could obtain from heat transfer data book. So this step number 6 is completed. Once again, please do not show the detailed calculation on the problem itself. Many people show intermediate calculations, that is not required at all. This calculation has been shown for your reference purpose only. Otherwise, you need not to show this calculation as well as a part of solution. You directly write this formula on calculator, use data book and write down all these properties directly. Okay. Then after finding out the thermophysical properties, step number 7 is boundary conditions. So what is the boundary condition here? In the problem, surface temperature of the heater plate is given. That means the boundary condition is constant wall temperature. Then step number 8 is nature of flow. So in case of free convection, it is the Grashof number and Rayleigh number whose value help us to find out whether the flow regime will be laminar flow or turbulent flow region. Okay, so I can find out this Rayleigh number as GRL into PR, where GRL is Grashof number. So I do remember the formula, that is why I am writing it directly. Otherwise, you can refer data book. It is given as G beta into Ts minus infinity LCQ over nu square. So this way I can calculate the Grashof number. G is 9.81. In this expression, beta is called as coefficient of volume expansion. And for gas, it is given as 1 upon TF plus 273. Okay. Let me write this. This is very important parameter. So I should not. Beta is equal to 1 over reciprocal of mean film temperature in Kelvin. Okay. That is, we have calculated mean film temperature as 110 degrees Celsius plus 273. So unit of this beta will be 1 upon Kelvin. Okay. So this way I can calculate beta. So I am supposed to calculate Grashof number. Grashof number will be 9.81 into 1 over 373 into Ts is how much? 200 degrees Celsius. Infinity is 20 Lc over nu square. 24.29 into 10 to power minus 6 whole square. Okay. Let's say this is equation number A. Now in order to calculate GR, we need to calculate LC. Now LC is called as characteristics length, and it will be calculated as AS by P for horizontal surface. Please mind well, this is point worth remembering. That is why I am highlighting this. Okay. where AS is surface area of this circular plate. How to calculate surface area? Pi by 4 d square, because surface area is a cross sectional, a circular cross section, and P is perimeter, pi d. So LC will be AS by P for horizontal surface as pi by 4 d square divided by pi d. So this comes out d by 4, that is 0.3 divided by 4. So characteristics length comes out 0.075 meter. I am interested to calculate Grashof number. So from equation A, Grashof number will be 9.81 into 2.61, sorry, 1 over 373 into 200 minus 20 into 0.075 cube over 24.29 into power minus 6 whole square. In this equation A, I have put the value of LC only. Now when you will calculate, what you will get, value of Grashof number as 3.296 into 10 to power 6. But I need to find out the value of Rayleigh number as a product of GR into PR. So 3.296 into 10 to power 6, and the Prandtl number is 0.687. So this value comes out 2.264 into 10 to power 6. Okay. So what conclusion I can basically draw from this value of product of GR into PR? Since this GR PR product is less than 10 to power 9, flow is laminar. Even though it is a free convection, but in free convection as well, flow will be laminar or turbulent. So based upon the value of product of GR and PR, which is less than 10 to power 9, flow is laminar. Okay. Now I can calculate. These are up to step 8. We were following the general steps. Now we will be doing calculation to calculate either H and Q. First Nusselt number expression, then H and then Q. So step number 9. Let us find out the expression for every Nusselt number and H bar. Okay. once again I have to refer heat transfer data book. Page number and equation number I will be telling you. Let us once again share my heat transfer data book. So kindly refer page number 135 in my data book. In your data book, this page number may vary. Page number 135 for free convection. And as you can see here, in free convection, thermophysical properties are to be evaluated at mean film temperature of TW plus T by 2 unless otherwise mentioned. So from page number 135 onwards, formulae are given for free convection heat transfer. So how to find out the required expression for Nusselt number? First, we have to decide the geometry. So in our case, it is horizontal circular plate. Orientation, it is horizontal. In natural convection, it matters a lot whether surface is vertical, horizontal or inclined. So the first thing we have identified is orientation of the surface, which is horizontal. Then flow is laminar, okay, we have the value of GRPR. Then we have constant wall temperature boundary condition. So the 1.1 is for vertical surface, so it is not of my use. I have to search the formula for horizontal surface. Turbulent flow, yes, horizontal surface. This I got. Now 2.1.1 is for horizontal surface. Okay. Now in horizontal surface also, the heater plate is placed in such a way that one of the end is insulated. So it is placed in such a way that top surface is heated and bottom surface is cooled. So that will also affect the heat transfer rate. So for our given configuration, is it applicable? Upper surface heated or lower surface cooled and constant wall temperature. So yes, equation 2.1.1 for horizontal plate satisfies the condition for my problem. So here, as you can see here, one more information is given to you. This GR to be calculated with L is equal to area by perimeter. This is nothing but characteristics length. Area by perimeter. This is nothing but, in a simple sense, AS by P. Okay. Now here two expressions for Nusselt number are given based upon the value of GR and PR. So what I will do, GRPR value in our case is 2.264 into 10 to the power 6. So it is lying between this range. In our case, the value of GRPR is 2.264 into 10 to the power 6. So this expression will be applicable. Nu is equal to 0.54 into GRPR into power 0.25. Okay. Even if you move on to equation 2.1.2, see here. Upper surface cooled or lower surface heated, which is not applicable. 2.2.1 horizontal plate, heated surface up, but this is for constant heat plus boundary condition. So this way what is happening? Expressions for Nusselt numbers are changing. In our case 2.1.1 will be applicable. Okay. So we will select this formula for Nusselt number. And see. Okay, so from heat transfer data book, and the page number was 136. Page number 136 and equation 2.1.1. Okay. For the given orientation of the plate, expression for average Nusselt number I can select as 0.54 into GRL into PR power 0.25, and this range is for 2 into 10 to power 5 is less than 8 into 10 to power 8. We do 10 to power 4. And 8 into 10 to power 6. Okay. So the Nusselt number I can also express as H bar into HC over KF (0.54). The value of GRPR is 2.264 into 10 to power 6, 0.25. So H bar, the value of characteristics length we could calculate as 0.75, and Kf, thermal conductivity of air as 0.03274 into 0.54, 2.264 into 10 to power 6 power 0.25. So from here the value of H bar comes out as 9.19 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay. But we are supposed to calculate heat transfer rate. So once again, now step number 10, find. So from Newton's law of cooling, Rate of heat transfer Q is equal to H bar into AS into Ts minus T infinity. So Q is equal to H bar is 9.19. Surface area of the plate. So heat is transferring from this surface area of the plate, isn't it? And this surface area happens to be of circular cross section. So surface area of this plate will be pi by 4 d square. Pi by 4 into 0.3 square into 200 minus 20. So Q will be 106.34 watt. This will be your answer, and this way you can solve this problem.